So next I am ready to connect my letters to the vanishing point. Remember, everything has to look like it's leading towards this point. So you have to decide if you want your vanishing point at the bottom, like I have here, or if you'd rather put it at the top. But make sure it's centered and make sure it's about an inch from the edge. That way we see enough of either the bottom or the tops of your letters. So what I'm going to do is on each letter, I'm going to look for those corners. Just like we practiced with the shapes, you want to connect each corner to the vanishing point, always using a ruler. So what's very obvious to me right away are all the points on the bottom of my A that I need to connect to the vanishing point. Okay, now I've got a point here, and that line is there, but we don't see it because it intersects with my shape. Whenever it goes through a shape, that means that you don't need it there. So I don't need to do that one, but I do see this corner over here. And you'll see when I line this one up to my vanishing point, it does go over my R, but that's okay. I'm going to tuck it behind. So I'm going to stop when I reach my R, and then I'm going to hold my ruler in place and continue that line so it doesn't go through my R, but rather sits next to it, behind it, and tucks behind. So then I can move on to my R. I've got a line here, just like my A's, all through the bottom. I can connect from each point. I'm going to erase this line that I don't need there. So this one I am going to see. You can always check if it goes directly to the vanishing point and isn't running into anything. We see it because that's an edge where two lines come together. Now, when you've got a curve, we talked about this yesterday with the circle. We have to line it up. You don't have a corner, but you have to do your best to find the edge and line it up with that vanishing point. Again, I've got a line here. I don't want to continue it all the way because it runs into another part of my letter. So I would stop when it gets to the leg of that R, and that would be my line. I have one more little one from this corner here that I would include, and that's my R. My T, I have several corners as well. Again, when it runs into my R, I stop. This one runs into it as well. Always lining it up with the vanishing point. When I come down here, I can finally draw the full line. And from this corner over here, I see part of it. So I'm lining it up, but when it runs into my T, I stop. And there are my three letters, ART, in 1 point perspective.